Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. I had to think about that for a minute. How are you all doing? Hope you're all having a really good day. I wanted to come on and do a look for you guys, and I was trying to make my little messy bun presentable, but it's there. It's cute. So guys, how are you all doing today? It is hotter than you know what outside. It's hot. It's very hot today. But I guess it's all. I guess we should expect that. I just have honestly guys, this is my pajama top. I'm not gonna lie. But it's comfortable and it's really big. It's like a 2X or something. It's just very comfy and cool, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna leave this on, be comfy, because my room gets really hot in here with the door shut. So by the end of this video, it'll be close to like 85 degrees in here. So gonna start off with our VFX Pro Strobe Primer, guys. You know this is my favorite. I love it. It's going to give you a very luminous look to your skin, as you'll be able to see, hopefully. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it just gives a really beautiful glow to your skin while still trying to minimize those pores and fine lines and wrinkles. So you always want to try to use primer as often as you can. It does make a difference. Don't mind my band-aids, guys. I cut both fingers and I have no idea how I did it. I looked down and they were bleeding. So I'm not quite sure how that happened, but it did, and I'm just going with it. Slapped on some band-aids and called it a day. Okay, so I feel like this is like really not looking very attractive on camera. Sheesh. But it's one of those days. It's just so hot. I think you guys will forgive me, right? I put earrings on. So hey. All right, guys, we're gonna go in with our BB Cream 02. And let me put some of this on. So what have you guys been doing? I can't believe we're already halfway through the week. Again, it doesn't seem possible, but we are. Damp Beauty Blender, guys, as always. And the weeks are just flying by, guys. Like literally flying by. It's crazy. The summer's almost done, and don't get me wrong, fall's my favorite season of all. Like, I love fall, but I don't want the summer to go by that fast, because I hate winter. If we could stick with just summer and fall, I would be one happy girl, but unfortunately, after fall comes winter, and I don't like that. I hate snow. Well, I don't mind snow if I don't have to go out in it or shovel it or clean it. Like if I lived way out in the country where there was like tons of land and you didn't have to shovel much, I wouldn't care. But when you live in the city, you have, we have a pretty good sized property for a city house. So we have a lot of area to clean. It's not like just one little sidewalk. We have a huge property and a huge yard that has to get done, and the sidewalk in front of our property, so our driveway. So it really is no simple feat to do that when it snows. And of course we have 3 cars, because we have my car, my Tony's car, and my son's car. So it's like, oh, gotta play musical cars, because one leaves earlier than the other and one gets home later than the other, so it gets complicated. So, okay guys, foundation's on. BB cream, guys, is going to give you a light to medium coverage depending on how many layers you put and what shade you're using. But I myself find that I can get light to medium, and I've had customers say the same, that they can get a medium coverage with this. So it all depends on how much you're looking to cover up and things like that, you know. But definitely BB cream is so good, especially if you have a dry skin. And the other thing about this is our BFit Tinted Moisturizer, the BB creams and the CC creams, guys, don't forget, you can use all three of those, not at the same time, obviously, but separately. You can use any of those three as a base before going in with your full coverage foundation, especially if you have redness and unevenness. The CC cream, put a light layer first and then go on with your full coverage foundation. Your skin's gonna look so good, so good. So keep that in mind, because it's a good option. All right, now I'm gonna go in and I'm going to set my eyes with Cool Light, which is in our pressed powder. I'm not setting the rest of my face today. I'm going back to basics, back to how I normally do it for a little bit. I was doing my whole face with powder because people had asked to see how the powders looked, but I normally do not set my face with powder. And honestly, every time I took pictures with my face set with the powder, I just didn't like the way it looked. I have such dry skin that I find personally, for me, that it accentuates the dryness, it accentuates my fine lines and wrinkles when I powder my entire face. And I don't find that I need to with any of our foundations, so I don't normally do that. So we have just our eyes set, and I am gonna go in and do the same kind of look that I did last time. I'm gonna put a little bit of our stick highlighter on my face, right above my cheekbones where I normally would, and just a couple of little dabs on the forehead. And I'm gonna go in with my Beauty Blender again, and I'm going to just kind of pounce that into my skin and go downward motion just to blend. And that's going to give me a really pretty extra layer of luminosity and glow, which is a really good option if you are someone that likes a lot of glow to your skin and wants your skin to look really, really hydrated and moisturized. The cream highlighters are excellent for that. We have two shades. I'm using it in Gold Flash, which is in number 01. But we also have one that's kind of a pinker shade. So you can use either one, and you can see it just gives a really pretty glow. Just gonna put a little bit more there. And then if you wanted to, you could go back over with a little bit more additional foundation. But I'm good. I'm gonna leave it like that, I think. Do I want to put a little bit more? I kind of feel like I took a little bit of the BB cream off. Let me put a little bit more. I feel like I took some off when I did that. So I'm not putting a lot, I'm just putting a little bit more. And go over that. Now normally if I'm doing this and I wasn't doing a video, this look really doesn't take that long as far as face wise. We are going to do a little something different on the eyes today. I'm going to do a little bit more of a glam look, because I haven't done one in a while. Okay, so now we are going to do eyes, and I am going to start by going in with into my crease with Warm Taupe, which is number 18, and it is in our mono eyeshadows. So I'm going to go into the crease with this. You want to tap off. I love this color. It's such a pretty color, and it's such a neutral color. It can be mixed with pretty much any color. It's just a really pretty taupe color. And it almost, depending on what you pair it with, it can almost look like it has like a grayish undertone to it, which I love. I love those, that shade. Even in lipsticks, I love like the grayish type lipsticks. I have one from, I have it in front of me too. What company is that? Is that Maybelline? I don't know, but that's it. And it's called Gone Greige, and it's such a pretty color. I love it. I usually will pair that now with our lip glosses, the Sparkle Lip Gloss or the Lip Plumper. It's so pretty. But yeah, I love like the brown grays, and I love like the mattes, you know, the matte grays and matte browns, and I'm a big fan of like matte colored eyeshadows. I like to add the occasional sparkle and shimmer, but I really do like the look of an all matte eye. I'd probably be very boring if I was to ever make my own eye palette, because I would probably want everything pretty much to be matte. And you always got to have a pop of shimmer or sparkle in an eye palette, glitter or something. Okay. And I'm taking it a little bit above my crease now. Now that there's less product on the brush, because I want it to go a little bit above, but I want it to be soft. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with I think I'm gonna do Coffee Brown, which is number 4 in another one of our mono eyeshadows. And I think I'm gonna pop that on the outer part of the lid and the outer part of the crease. And again, you're gonna wanna tap this off. And I'm gonna start building that outer corner. This is gonna be like a really darker looking eye than I normally wear. And I might actually get a different brush, a little bit of a smaller brush. Let me see. Hold on guys, 1 second. I need to get a smaller, let me see if this one will do. The other brush is a little bit bigger, and I want a little bit more control of where this product's going. Guys, we have new brushes out, new sponges out, so you have to go check that out, guys. They're gonna be so good. All our brushes are amazing. They're so good. So I was so excited when I woke up and saw that they added more. So excited. Okay, now I'm gonna go in and we're gonna clean all that excess off, so don't worry about that. Right now we're just concentrating on putting that product on the corner. And then we're gonna clean that all up. And then I think I'm gonna take my finger and I'm just patting that on the outer corner of my eye. because I want it to be fairly significant as far as pigment wise. I do want it to stand out. Okay. Now let me just clean up any fallout from that. This is another reason why I don't like to powder my face until I'm done with my eyes when I do powder it, because if you get any fallout, you can go back in with that damp beauty blender and just clean it up so easy. Okay. So we are good. Okay, now fix that. Now I'm going to go in with a blush color. And I'm just making sure this is what I want as far as color before I go in. I'm just dragging that brush through my whole crease now because it has very little product on it. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with number 16 blush. Okay, that's what it looks like. And I'm gonna put this on the inner corner of my eyes. And again, you're gonna make sure that you're tapping off. And I'm just placing it on the inner part of my lid. And the color looks so intimidating in the pan, but when you get it on your eye, it's so beautiful. It's such a pretty color. And I'm going to bring that into the crease a little bit now. And I'm really going to concentrate on that inner corner and inner part of the lid. Bringing it in to the crease. It's so pretty, guys. It's such a pretty color. It's a beautiful fall color too. It's really pretty. Okay, so now let me go back again, and then what I'm going to do is we're going to go in with that same brush. We're going to blend everything out. And then what you can do is if you want it to be a little bit more intense, actually, you know what? Let me show you guys. Let me go in with, where's my little tiny, hold please. Let's see. Okay. Let me, just going to wet my brush a little bit. I just got one of those definer brushes, like shader definer brushes. And I just wet it a little bit with some water. And I'm going to go back over and just intensify that a little tiny bit. And then I'll clean that because we have some fallout because I did not tap off like I should have. So let me pick that up with the beauty blender here. That was my fault. Okay, so now it's a little bit deeper, which is what I wanted. And I really want that red burgundy color to pop. And guys, don't be afraid to use your fingers. They're God-given tools. Like, don't be afraid. It's okay as long as your hands are clean, obviously. You wouldn't want to use dirty fingers, but if your fingers are clean, by all means. Okay. So that is looking pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. So now what I need to do is I'm going to go in with our powder that we used to set our eyes, and I am going to just go below my brow bone, and I'm going to place that below my brow bone, and then I'm going to go back in and I'm going to use the same brush that we used, and I'm going to blend. And then we're gonna go in and do lower lash line. And I just want this all to be really blended nicely. It's kind of hard to see in here today because I have a lot of sun coming from that window, but I had to shut that one because the glare is really bad if I don't. Okay, so now I'm going to take a small brush and I'm going to put this blush color that we used on the inner part of our eyes, and I'm going to drag that underneath. Then we're going to put some mascara, some lips. Speaking of lips, my lips have been so chapped. It's crazy. Okay, so now if you wanted to, you could go into the Sunset Kiss Trio if you wanted to, and you could pop a little bit of gold in the inner corner if you wanted to, or you could put the lighter shade as an inner corner highlight, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this one because I don't want this to be shimmery by any means. I want it to be all matte pretty much. Okay. And then I'm just going to blend that in. All right. So let's go into cheeks. I'm going to actually use the same blush that we used on our eyes. And I'm going to take a little bit of that onto our cheeks. I'm going to place it and then I'm going to blend it. Okay. Take my beauty blender, because you know me, guys, I'm not a big blush person. I don't like heavy blush. So usually I put it on and then I'll go in with my sponge and kind of blend it into my makeup. Just so that I have some, you know, blush to my skin, but I don't like it to be harsh, especially with dark eyes. I kind of like my eyes to be the focus. So now we're gonna go in with Starlook mascara, which you guys know has been my absolutely favorite mascara right now, like more so than Zen or Deep Black. I love Starlook. I am just madly, deeply in love with this mascara. Kind of feel like I'm really far away from the camera today for some reason. I don't know. I hope not. I try to kind of get close so you guys can see everything up close. So you can see what my skin really looks like and my lashes. Because it kind of defeats the purpose if you're doing a video for somebody and you're so far away that they can't see you or what you're doing. And I did get mascara on the top, so I'm going to let that dry and then I'll go back and I'll clean it up. And I definitely need a new Starlook. I'm getting really low. Really, really low. So I have to order a new one. Okay. So you can see the huge difference that mascara makes between having nothing and one coat. It's so good, guys. So good. You will not be sorry. And it's so reasonable. The wand is really unique. It gets every little lash, which is amazing. You know how hard those little corner lashes are to get? This brush just grabs them all. And because it's a bristle brush, it like really pulls them up. So you really get that length and the definition and separation, like everything. Everything, everything. And I apologize if I'm like too far away. Okay, so we have those corner lashes. Last video I did my mascara and I'm like, yeah, my lashes look great. Then I took pictures and I'm like, oh great, I had one big dot of black mascara in the center and then two of my lashes were like stuck together. So I was like, what is going on? How did I not see that? Like how? And you know me, guys, I'm so fussy about my mascara. I like my lashes to look perfect. And that was not perfect looking. But it happens. Sometimes you just don't see certain things on camera until you download the pictures or the video. But then it's kind of too late. So you just gotta go with it. It happens. Not all looks come out perfect. But that's okay. You know? Makeup's fun. And the great part about it is you can just wash it off if it doesn't come out right. Well, at least the way that you want it to come out. You just wash it off. I am really struggling to see what I am doing. Probably should have brought my other mirror up to my desk. And I may not want to film it this time again on a sunny day, because yikes. I feel like I can't see anything. I hope this is coming out good. Can you imagine if I did this whole video and it comes out horrible? Oh, that would not be good. People be like, what is she thinking? How did she think that looked good? She's got mascara everywhere and she's got this and that. Oh boy. But I think it's okay. I think we're okay. All right, now I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna clean that little area up right here that I had mascara on, and it comes right off, which I love. That's why you just let it sit, let it dry, and you can clean it right up with no problems. All right, now we need a highlighter, guys, because even though we have some underneath, I want a little tiny bit on top. We don't need a lot because we put that cream highlighter. So I think I'm gonna go in with, not that. Let me see, that's the, I'm gonna go in with the Peach Bite palette, and I'm gonna go in and put just a little bit of the highlight from the Peach Bite palette. And I'm just using this really tiny brush because I don't want a lot of highlighter. I just want to put a little, and then I'm going to go in with that Beauty Blender again. And we're going to just blend that in and melt it into the skin, which is what I like, because I like it to look seamless, like flawless. Like I want it to be there, but not like looking like it's just sitting on top of my skin. I like to make sure that it melts into the skin. My Beauty Blender just went rogue. Oh my God, guys. It literally just jumped off my hand and onto my bed. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then I'm gonna bring a little bit down the center of my nose. Not a lot. And again, damp Beauty Blender. Okay. Alrighty, and then we're gonna do lips, guys. So let me get my lip liner. I got my Perrier. I love this stuff, guys. It's so good. It has become my new favorite drink. I love it so much. It tastes so good. No calories, and it's strawberries. It's really good. Okay, we're gonna go in with lip liner 226. And let me clean this mirror off. And we're gonna line our lips. Nothing like a brand new lip liner. I love it. And this is like a really beautiful plum, deep plum. And I'm gonna bring it in a little bit in the corners. On the bottom. And then on the top. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with one of my favorite matte lipsticks ever, 206, which is a beautiful grayish purple, like a gray purple. It's so pretty. And it looks different on so many people, like depending on your skin tone, it can look so different on everybody. And out of all the products, lip products that we have, this is the one color that gets me the most comments, like the most positive comments. Like everybody loves this color on me. I get so many compliments everywhere I go. If I have this on, everyone's like, what color do you have on? And I'm like, I'm glad you asked. And then I get to tell them all about Farmacy's products and how good they are and what beautiful lip colors we have. And that's the color, guys. Isn't that beautiful? It's so pretty. And you can lighten it a little bit. You can darken it depending on what lip liner you use. You can lighten it. You can ombre it. I mean, possibilities are endless. Absolutely endless. And then I'm going to just take my little brush, make sure that there's no redness. And that's it, guys. That's the look. I like it. I think it's a nice change because I've been doing such neutral looks that I think this is just such a pretty change up. So you've got your highlighter, got a little bit of the blush, you've got a really dramatic eye look, and then dramatic lips. But not to the point where they're competing with each other. It's very cohesive. So like this isn't overbearing to the eyes. I think that's why, like, if you go with an all matte look, I think you can get away with doing like this bold eye and then the bold lips. If there was a lot of shimmer going on or glitter and things like that, I don't know if I would like that as much. But because it's all matte, it's just a very grungy look to it. You know, it reminds me like of a 90s grunge look. And of course, if you have blue eyes or green eyes, your eyes are gonna absolutely pop with this color combo. It just brings out the blues in your eye, and it just is so pretty. So you can see we got the highlight going, and it's just really pretty, guys. So I really hope that you like this look. Let me recap for you quickly. For any of those who didn't see the beginning of this video, maybe you caught it in the middle or whatever the case may be. Sometimes people will watch a video and they're doing something else and then they don't want to rewind to go back. So let me recap for you. We have Strobe Primer, Purple Tube. We have BB Cream 02. We did Gold Flash #1 Cream Stick Highlighter. Then for eyes, we went into the crease with Warm Taupe Mono Eyeshadow. Then we did, we went in with Coffee Brown, which I keep forgetting, #4, Coffee Brown on the outer corner. So Warm Taupe in the crease, Coffee Brown in the outer corner and outer crease. Then we went in with blush #16 on the inner corner and inner crease, and then below our lash line. That is what did this eye look. Then we went in with Star Look mascara. So Star Look mascara. Blush was the same one that we used on our eyes. So 16 on our cheeks for blush. We set our eyelids with Cool Light Pressed Powder, which looks like that. And then for our lip combo today, we did 226. Yeah, 226. So that. And 206. So these two together is what's on our lips. And that's the look, guys. So I hope that you liked the look. I hope that you'll want to try and recreate it. As always, if you're interested in any of these products and you like what you see, feel free to visit my virtual online catalog at www.pharmacyus.com/Charlotte Cardoso2. And yeah, so feel free to go shop. If you have any questions, message me. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and I will be back tomorrow probably with a new video. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great night. Bye.